Hey YouTube, it's ICU and welcome to the 233rd episode of Best Tech Info and Rumors. In this video, we're not only going to be discussing the iPhone 6s and 6s Plus, but also 8.4.1, jailbreaking, and my all-new giveaways. Yes, I'm holding 3 giveaways as of recording this video. Alright, so to start off, I want to keep this video as short as possible. I am doing 3 giveaways, the first of which will be exclusive to this video, and it will be a $100 Amazon gift card. It will conclude tomorrow, Monday, also a 6th generation iPod Touch and an iPad Air 2. Be sure to rate this video up and stick around to the end. I'm going to go over absolutely everything then. And now let's talk about the iPhone 6s and the iPhone 6s Plus, Apple's next generation iPhones, both of which are expected to be unveiled and released later this fall, likely in September. So to kick things off, according to a recent rumor from nowhereelse.fr, the front panel for the device was allegedly leaked, but guess what? It looks exactly the same as the corresponding component for the current iPhones. That's to be expected though. It is after all an S upgrade, but their sources state that they can neither confirm nor deny whether the device will feature Apple's Force Touch technology, which I'll get into in a second, or a new material like sapphire crystal, of course being the second hardest see-through material behind diamond, which is utilized in the regular Apple Watch and the Apple Watch Edition or the gold version of the device. Personally, I'd really like to see Apple utilize something beyond Gorilla Glass for the next gen iPhones to add some extra scratch resistance, if not sapphire crystal, because it's incredibly expensive than Ion X glass. What about you? Let me know what you think down below in the comment section, and of course Ion X glass is the material utilized for the Apple Watch Sport version. Now, as far as colors are concerned, there are some rumors flying around as of late that the next iPhone will be offered in a rose gold color, which will more closely match pink. I personally am not too keen on that rumor, but also as far as colors are concerned, the space gray may be reworked like it was on the 6th gen iPod Touch. So instead of being lighter, it may return to the roots of the slate color option introduced with the iPhone 5, so a darker version of space gray. And quickly going over all other recent rumors pertaining to the device, it's expected to feature Force Touch tech, which will be able to sense how much pressure you're actually putting into your touches, an upgraded 12 megapixel camera, an A9 CPU, which is expected in the evolution of the iPhone, of course, Touch ID improvements, and 2 gigabytes of RAM for faster performance. Alright, moving on, let's talk about jailbreaking. There are really 3 major things I want to get into in this video. So as of now, you can jailbreak the latest public firmware being iOS 8.4, though that could change really at any second. Apple is expected to introduce iOS 8.4.1 as early as Monday, seeing as the firmware went into developer beta testing approximately 2 weeks ago. And it's currently not known whether it will patch the Taiji untethered jailbreak, though there's about a 90% chance that it will. However, we could still be lucky and Apple may leave the vulnerabilities unattended to in 8.4.1, kind of like what they did last year with iOS 7.1.2, because initially Pangu was released for 7.1.1, Apple released 7.1.2, they didn't close the jailbreak, and it remained functional on the latest firmware until Apple dropped iOS 8.0 in the fall. So maybe that'll happen this time with iOS 9, though I kind of doubt it because it already did happen with iOS 8.4, as Taiji initially released their jailbreak for 8.3. Now, what about Mac? Yes, if you do own a Mac, you can jailbreak natively now instead of having to utilize Windows, though I still recommend using Taiji because the method for Mac OS X actually involves PP. For those of you who don't know, PP essentially utilizes Taiji's exploits. They're not their own. They basically just rebundle and redistribute it, which also means that updates won't come as quickly as they do for the Taiji jailbreak. And the best example that I can think of is the latest Taiji Untethered package update that massively improves security. So for example, if something like that happens in the future, let's say after the jailbreak has been patched by something like 8.4.1 and we're no longer able to jailbreak the latest public firmware, and again a new security vulnerability is discovered, Taiji will update it immediately. However, it's not known whether PP will, if ever, update their Untethered package because it doesn't install the same package post jailbreak. So really do keep that in mind. And if you want to err on the side of caution, jailbreak with Windows. If you own a Mac, get Windows set up in a virtual environment. You can get the trial version of Parallels for free. You can use Boot Camp, which is native, or you can borrow a Windows PC. Alright, and finally, as far as jailbreaking is concerned, Taiji recently updated their utility to version 2.4.3, which massively improves stability. It also includes support for the 6th generation iPod Touch. It was initially out in beta form, however, it's now the latest public version, and if you jailbreak right now utilizing my tutorial, then you will be using the latest version of Taiji because all of the links have been updated. If you need additional information on the new version of Taiji, or Cydia for that matter, or even 8.4.1, then I will have both of those videos linked to down below in the more info. They go over everything as far as the latest software is concerned, both from Apple and from the jailbreak community. And speaking of the 6th gen iPod Touch and Taiji's support of it, yes, Apple has finally released the new 6th generation iPod Touch, which is the first refresh to the device in almost 3 years. Of course, the last of which being the 5th gen, which was issued in October of 2012. Now, since its release, I've not only done in-depth unboxing and review videos, but also a complete drop test that I really do recommend watching. And if you want to win a brand new 6th gen iPod Touch of your own for free, then be sure to check out any of those 3 videos. Also, Apple has released a number of new iOS 9 beta versions since I last recorded for this series, including iOS 9 public betas 1 and 2, and developer betas 3 and 4. Now, I did go over how to install iOS 9 beta 4 without a developer account, utilizing an iTunes workaround, so if you're at all interested in that, then definitely check out that video. Again, it can be found on my channel or below. Moving on, Apple and Samsung now account for 1/3 of all smartphone sales in Q2 of 2015. Yes, the results are in, and Apple shipped approximately 47.5 million iPhones, whereas Samsung shipped 73.2 million of their numerous smartphones. And that's a very impressive 33.9% growth year over year for Apple and negative 2.3% for Samsung. Either way, though, that's definitely impressive. Next up, let's talk about Apple's rumored electric vehicle, or EV. So reports surrounding this project kind of died down a little bit, but they started to spark back up with new intel suggesting that Apple initially reached out to BMW, and they were in talks of utilizing the i3 as the shell for Apple's EV. The i3, of course, being BMW's kind of short-range, all-electric car. And the reason why I say that is because it pales in comparison to something like the Tesla Model S or the company's forthcoming Model X crossover. Apparently, though, things fell through and they're not going to be using the BMW i3 as the shell. I really think this is where Tesla should step in. I think things could get really interesting if Apple decided to utilize Tesla and contract them to actually design the shell of their car, because I know Elon Musk, Tesla's CEO, would be incredibly interested in the idea because he states that he's more for the advent of electric vehicles than for Tesla turning an enormous amount of profit. He's already a billionaire. All he really cares about is getting the idea of electric vehicles to catch on. Now, let's talk about giveaways. So for the $100 Amazon gift card giveaway, all you have to do is rate this video up, click the link that's down below in the more info to be taken to Enroll Me, and sign up. All you have to do is click on Get Started Now, input your email address and your password, and sign up. It's really that simple. I'll get into what Enroll Me is in a second, but once you do that, come back here, leave the unique part of your email address down below in the comments section. For example, if my email address is iCrackUriDevice@example.com, just leave iCrackUriDevice in the comments along with something else. We don't need the @Gmail or the @Yahoo portion. We just need the unique part for verification purposes. Now, Enroll Me is a really great service that essentially allows you to unenroll from various subscriptions that you might not have even noticed you were subscribed to. It automatically detects all of the newsletters you receive in your email. So let's say you get them from Apple, Google, as well as GameStop, and you're no longer interested in the GameStop emails, then you can unenroll from them and you'll no longer see them in your inbox. It's a really great service that's offered for free, and we're teaming up with them to give away a $100 Amazon gift card. And now for the 6th gen iPod Touch, again, just go to any of the 3 videos that I mentioned previously, the videos where I discuss the device, and you can rate them up and leave a comment on them. It's really that simple. And now for the iPad Air 2 giveaway, it's a little bit more complex, but it's also pretty basic. Just go to freeappsfast.com inside of mobile Safari, sign up, start downloading apps, go to any of my videos, and leave your referral code in the comment section. It's the link that's available in the 4th tab inside of freeappsfast.com itself. Once you sign up for the service, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. And in order to be notified if you're the winner of any of the 3 giveaways, all you have to do is just like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter as well as Instagram. Those are the 3 that I post on most often. So that's how you'll know if you've won any of the giveaways. They will be announced on social media. And if you guys like this video, of course, just be sure to click the subscribe button down below next to my channel name if you have yet to, if you want to be notified more often when I release videos similar to this one. And until next time, this is iCuiD signing out.